Hello. So I think this is the last one in the series of top down, bottom up. We've had chunking, we've had scaffolding, we've had modeling, we've had pair fading, we've had errorless learning, and now we've got visuals. And hopefully that will then be able to provide our children the tools needed and our understanding to give them the independence they need at the right time. So what we're going to be saying on visuals, because we've done a lot on visuals and understanding it, but let's see how this fits in with the top-down, bottom-up thinking. So visual supports makes the invisible visible. Imagine a world without road signs, recipes, or calendars. Life would be a guessing game. Visuals help all of us, and for bottom-up thinkers, they are essential. So visual supports take the abstract and make it visible. They can be checklists, picture schedules, color-coded timetables, cue cards, visual timers. They provide clarity, predictability, and independence. So in school, a visual timetable on the wall shows what lessons are coming, reducing anxiety about the unknown. At home, a bedtime routine chart with pictures helps a child move from pajamas to brushing teeth to lights out without constant reminders. And at work, a flow chart shows employees the steps of a progress so that they don't have to rely on a memory or risk mistakes. Visuals aren't babyish. They're universal. We all use them, from shopping lists to project dashboards, from neurodivergent people through. Though they're not just helpful, they're the bridge between uncertainty and success. So for neurodivergent people, though, yeah, do you know, I hate trying to read when I'm doing that and it didn't make sense. Now I've gone back and it still doesn't make sense, but it does. They're not just helpful, they're the bridge to between uncertainty and success. So it's saying that that's the essential part. Sorry, I made a mistake of that. So what are they? Any tool that makes tasks visible and concrete. Examples, checklists, schedules, cue cards, visual timers, flowcharts. And the purpose is to reduce reliance on memory or visual instructions. So we've got our phones, we can put alarms on there, we can put a diary or a organizer on our phones, and we can go through that and put to-do lists and everything else in there so that we don't have to fill our heads and forget something. It's a matter of, I know it's there, and I set a timer to, when that goes off, I need to do that. I understand that if we have a neurodivergent condition, ADHD for one, these sort of checklists and that may be to you quite useless. We have to find out what is going to be right for you. But this is just an idea for in general to visuals will give us something, not necessarily the checklists, because I've got to remember to go never look at the checklist and I've forgotten because I've been distracted to do this. So we need something else to allow us to do that. But if we can look at what is the right thing, and certainly visuals is a good way if we get the right visuals for the right task to do that. So many of the neurodivergent people process information better when they can see it because it's in there. But again, if you can't bring that image back up in your mind, it's not so good. So having a card in your hand or a visual, something on your phone to look at, then that is going to be helpful and allows you to move forward. Visuals reduces stress, support independence, and cut down on repeated prompts. Yeah, so you're going to have to figure out how to do that or how your children are going to manage that. And they create predictability, which lowers anxiety. We are bringing in, you probably saw last month, the videos on widgets. We are going to get the program for that. So you haven't got to go and buy it yourself. We can get you access that you can come in, use the software and create your own prompts. So from you taking photographs from your phone, putting it into the software and turning out your own visuals that you need for your children along the way. So widgets is one, PECs, I think it's called, really, but making sure it's which way of visuals is going to be the right one for your children. So 3 panels, checklists, tasks broken down step by step, daily routine, making the day predictable, cue cards, a symbol for specific actions or tasks. Visuals save you repeating instructions. The reminders are right there. Employers' checklists and flowcharts reduce errors and improve consistency across staff. And for parents, visual routines reduce nagging and make your child more independent. So, yeah, what do I need to do? They're asking what you need to do. Okay, you can say what you need to do, or and then say, and go and look at your visual, or rather than just sort of say, have you forgotten to do this, or you've forgotten to do this, go and do that. Say, have you remembered to look at your visuals? And they say, oh no, I haven't. So they can go and look at it and say, oh, I need to do this next. So it's just a reminder to look at the visuals, not a reminder to do the task. Therefore, it's not a nagging, but it's just a prompt to sort of say, don't forget, you need to look at what you're doing next. All of these sort of things help along the way. Road signs, everyone benefits from them, not just neurodivergent people. Recipes, step-by-step visuals, so you don't forget any ingredients. I can't make things very well without going back. I make Yorkshire puddings most Sundays. I will still bring up the recipe just to make sure that I do know it. I haven't written it down, it's in my head, but I'll still go refer back to it just as a prompt so that I know that I haven't missed anything out. And your calendar apps, they do help. I've got them. I do forget to look at them, or I forget to put something in the calendar. I'll do that. Yeah, I can do that. And then I forget to put it in. So they are useful if you are able to use them. I bought a diary as well to handwrite in. Uh, I don't think I've used. No, I have. I've used it twice. I forget to get it out. Holding it onto it. Yeah, it's all there. I've got everything in practice to make sure I do things efficiently, but I don't. The visuals I haven't got set up properly. I haven't used visuals properly for myself. Maybe I should. Um, Maybe that's a task I'd try myself. I'll let you know how I get on with that and see just how important or how much of a difference it has made. I will let you know in the next few months. Good one. I hadn't thought about doing visuals for myself. So the pushbacks, but they should just remember. Well, we use reminders, diaries, calendars, phone alerts, visuals are just another tool. They should remember. Why should they remember? There's so much going on, but we should be putting things in place so we don't have to remember. We know where to go to and get information. Isn't this babyish? Not at all. Visuals are used in every workplace, from safety signs to project dashboards. Yep, we cannot live without visuals. It's too much effort to make them. Simple visual saves time in the long run. Fewer reminders, fewer mistakes. And again, if you think, well, I need to do this, well, why don't we have a day where we can have parents come in, open up the packed office, and sort of say, here it is, come and make visuals together. So you've now got a social event with tea and coffee and biscuits, and we can help each other put visual timetables together. It's no longer a task, a chore. It's something that we are doing together, helping us thinking, oh, this is going to be brilliant. And have you thought of doing it this way? Have you thought about doing it that way? Let's make it fun along the way. So not too much effort. We can actually make it fun. So yeah, can let me know if you want that putting in place. Visuals are for everyone. They're universal supports, not special tools. Keep them clear and consistent, and start small. One checklist, one routine, and build gradually. So don't have your house completely cluttered, just little bits, enough to whatever the child is going to need the prompts with is the best way. Otherwise, it becomes a blur. Too much information to take in, too overwhelming, can't do it. So it's getting the balance right along the way as well. So if you like the idea of coming into the office and doing these things with other parents, let us know. I will make it happen. And we will get these things on a monthly basis or a weekly basis, depending what you want. And I hope this series of top down, bottom up videos have been very helpful, and we can move forward from there. So thank you again very much for listening, and I'll see you on the next video, whatever that may be. Thanks very much. Bye bye.